So what's up? I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do a. I'm gonna be showing you how to do a quarantine from rubber guard. It's a position from the meat hook. It's one of my favorite positions to set up the triangle because it baits people pretty easily into it. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you the details from it, and then I'm also gonna show you the arm bar afterwards. So we're here. We go mission control, meat hook. We're burying our hand in here deep, almost like if you can get it flat on their chest upwards. This hand comes in to grab your wrist or a gable grip so you can elbow out. So we come in here, grab my wrist if I can. If I can grab my gable grip, that's better because you can elbow out higher, I guess. Well, I like both, honestly. You can do whatever you prefer, but I also like to go here to pull my meat hook in if they're really fighting. You know, I gotta keep them tight, but it works either way. So we're here, kind of zombie out almost. You can either grab your knee or grab over. I like to grab over the top because usually I have bigger guys, so it's more out wider. But if I can get it tight, I'm grabbing this knee and I'm mission controlling and grabbing my arm. And meat hooking over the top of that mission control if I can. That's if he's slamming me or picking me up and acting kind of crazy. And it's also keeping this elbow in from him getting out and getting an underhook to pass. I need this arm to stay in at all times or go over here to get zombied. Then I can just switch back over to the zombie if he puts it under. If he doesn't, then I have to keep it in here so he doesn't get a double underhook pass off of what I'm going to do. So I'm here in my quarantine position, which is just a shell here, to make sure he can't stand up and slam me. We go to the meat hook here, and what I want him to do is because he's over here, he has this leg control. Idealistically, I want him to try to underhook it over here, because once he does that, it switches over to a triangle. So we're here. Mission control, meat hook, getting our position in. Hand comes in here, starts fighting. We go out to the quarantine, hoping to get a zombie. Because if we're leaning over here, he might come out here to get this underhook, you know? And we switch over to our zombie, and we can work this side. Or, we stay here, we're chilling, he's slamming us, acting kind of crazy. We're keeping a lockdown anywhere we can, but making sure our meat hook's staying right over his head and having control. And as soon as he goes here, we have the position to switch over to a triangle. Or you can swing around and go to an omoplata as well. I just like the triangle because it's pretty well set up on that point. So we're here. Mission control, meat hook, face out, quarantine. So I use this kind of like a pump position. If his elbow is kind of out, or if it's towards the middle, I can kind of pump it over here. And then I can bury this in as far as I can, pinch my knees, turn out, and switch over to an armbar. It generally doesn't go to a top armbar. You'll have to go switch over to a swing move. Especially if you're pinching your knees tight, it should flow really well. So we're here, rubber guard. Kind of like if you were to go here to the pump, and then switch over to the swim move. Go here, quarantine, here. Right now, see, he had the zombie, so I could have went over to the zombie at that point. But if this is in, use it like a pump. Same thing. Bury our arms in. We're here, pushing away, and then we turn out for the swim move. One last time, to the triangle. Here we go, mission control. Meat hook. Getting in here. elbowing out here, re-gripping to mission control, me hooking over it or in between to really keep it down. He goes here, trying to pass, we switch over to triangle. Or me hook, brace out, quarantine here, pushing the elbow in like a half pump here, and we base out. Just swing move. Thank you guys.